Hi everyone, welcome to our yet another day 12 live session for today. How are you guys doing? First of all, sorry for being 10 minutes late. And okay, hi Sandeep, hi Pratik, hi Fazer. How are you guys doing? I hope today's questions were a little easier for you comparatively what we did yesterday. Yesterday was definitely they were really good questions. So yeah, I hope you most of you were able to solve questions today. Hi Akash. Let's wait for a minute or two and let's see how many people join and then we'll start. Okay, so let's get started. I see a couple of new names. Hi Amlan. I hope I am pronouncing your name right. Hi Amlan. Hi Sanjeev. Yes, the location has changed. So earlier I was working from the corporate office or slash corporate house given by my company. Now I have shifted to an Airbnb because I could not find a good home so far. So yeah, the location has changed a bit, and it'll change in couple of weeks again. So you'll see the change, and then you'll probably be able to. And after that, it will settle up. Hi Soumya, hi Manisha, hi Rishi. Okay, let's get started. Let's start with our first question that we had. So the question, okay, today I was able to prepare slides for us. First of all, let me start sharing my screen. So the first question that we had is partition label. How many of you were able to solve the question? While you answer, I'll probably basically define. I'll explain the question. So the question is: you have been given a string. You have been given a string S. You have to partition that string into as many parts as possible. So basically, you have to maximize the number of parts. And the condition to split is all the characters of a string should be part of that entire string. Like it should not exceed, it should not be part of any other substring or any other string that you'll split. So, for example, given this string AB blah 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 ij, then if you have to split it, the first split will be after length 9 because a b a b c b a c a. After this point, after index 8, there is no other no a b or c, right? This is the first cut. Then after that, the next length is 7. So if you see after h, no, d e f e g e again, sorry, DE, sorry, yeah. So 7. So now here you split it because it contains D, E, F, and G, and there is no D, E, F, and G after this. And then the last one. So basically, this is the question. Now, how many of you were able to solve this question? I hope a lot of you were able to solve this question because one, it was easier question, and two, uh, we have not this. So the second question is something that we kind of have done earlier as well. So Sandeep, good. Akash was able to solve it. Pratik solved it using some help. Okay. I expect you guys to solve it with lesser amount of help now. Let me know. Like Sanjeev, great. Hi Ashish, good to see you again. Okay. So now, before we jump to the solution, anybody wants to take a crack at it? Like, how can you solve it? Adesh also took some help. It's okay. Hi, Subair. How you doing? Okay, so the first let's jump into it. and then probably you can also share your solution in the meantime. So the first thing is we need to. So the question says we need to contain all the characters within a substring that will break. Right? This is the first observation, and this is basically part of the question itself. Now, to do that, can we say to do that? Basically, all we need to do is whatever the element is, or whatever are the characters in the string, we have to go to the last of that character, right? So for example, in the example we have here a b c, a b, a b c, b a c a. Here all we have is a b and c, and we have to go till the last of all the characters, be it a, b or c. All the characters that are possible in the string, we have to go till the last of that character, right? This is one observation. Now quick question, how do you track the last of all the characters? How can you keep a track of that? That's correct. It's not a difficult question, guys. Not every question has to be difficult. So yes, Sandeep, Akash, Ashish, correct. So we can keep, it's as simple as like keep a track of last index of all the characters in a map or in an array or somewhere. If you do that, that's good enough, right? That's all we need to do. We can maintain an array or a hash map. It depends on how you want to keep it, which basically stores the last of all the characters present in the string. And it is only going to take 26 space or 26 space because there are limited character in English. And the question states this is only has a English lowercase character, right? Now, what we can do is while iterating, what we keep is basically we keep the maximum of the last. So for example, while we iterate on this example, for a, what is the last? Let's say the we have array is called last itself. So last of 8 is a is 8. So current is 0. Okay, this becomes the current max becomes 8. Then we go to b. Have we reached 8? So these are the only two things we'll check. So have we reached the current maximum? If we have reached the current maximum, basically I can break the string now because all the previous characters have been visited and there is nothing more in the future, right? So I can break it here. So this is one. And second, if I have not reached the maximum so far or maximum last index so far, what I will do is I will keep maximizing this last. So for I will go to b at I equals to 1. B, what is the last of b? 5. Is it greater than 8? No, I won't do anything. Then a again. Last of a is 8, current is 8, move on. Then b again. 5, 8, 8 is greater. C, now what is last of c? 7. What is the maximum we have taken so far? 8. Have I reached 8? No. Is it greater than 8? No. Okay. Then b, 5, 8, 8. A, same. C, 7, A, 8. Now I am at 8. I equals to 8. This is the point I split. I have the length. So my previous was 0. My current is 8. I store the length in the resultant array 8 or 9. Sorry, length is 9. Then I start my new index from or new string from the next index itself. So what happens at D is I store the maximum of D. At this point, my maximum also becomes 0 again. So what is the maximum so far? Or I can still keep the maximum because everything in the future is going to be greater than 8. So what is the maximum of 8? I'll keep that. Similarly, like D, then E, then F, then E, then G, fit D, then E. Again, done. H, I, similarly. So this is the process we will follow. What is the time complexity of this? First of all, is it clear? Like, is there anyone who does not understand this, the process? Aditya, yes, you can maintain a vector, you can maintain a list, you can maintain an array, you can maintain a hash map. All these data structure will work because all of these will give you O1 lookup. You have to look up for a particular index or a key. So that is why all of these will give you O1 lookup. So you don't even have to worry about it. Okay, so the time complexity is ON, that's correct, and I hope it's clear. If it is not clear to anyone, let me know. I will try to basically explain it again because it's very important that you understand this. And if you have observed it, if you have done the observation in the live classes, we generally don't want anyone to miss out. If there is literally any person, we try to basically cover it for that person as well. So this is the code. This is the very simple code that we can maintain. The code is basically in the first iteration, what I'm doing is I'm keeping the maximum. I am updating a of I every single time because if I am going to visit a again, it will get overridden. That's it. In the second iteration, all I'm doing is I'm maintaining a j, which is the maximum possible length. And if I reach that j, I have to break here, right? So I add the I minus anchor. Anchor is basically the start of the new string. That's it. I hope this code is also clear to everyone. I'll give 120 more seconds for you to read this code, and then we'll jump to the next question. And you can answer, or sorry, you can ask me any questions that you want to ask. Okay, Subair, what part did you not get? Did you not get the code, or did you not understand the logic? So what I'll do is I'll iterate over this uh, from the code. Basically, what you need to do is you basically need to maintain the start and end of the string, and you basically get the you basically update the end of the string online. Online basically means on the go. So first you maintain the last of each character. Basically, in the string, here in the string you have characters like a b c d e f g h I j k l up to l. You maintain the last of each characters. Okay. This is first, if you see, this is the first loop that we maintain. We maintain the last of each and every character. This is the first step that you need to take. Secondly, what you need to do is you need to, while start from the 0th index, now you have to cut this string, or you have to find the substring which contains all the characters, right? How will it contains all the, like, all that all occurrence of that particular character? By going till the last occurrence of that particular character. For example, in this case, if I have to contain a, I will have to go till this point, right? Sorry, this point, this a, right? So if I have to contain all a, I have to go till here. So what I do is I have to go till here, right? Now what I do is I maintain a maximum length that I can go till so far. Currently, the maximum length is 0. At a of I 0, what I maintain j equals to this is my maximum length j equals to math dot max of j and the last of current element. In this case, 0 and 8, which is 8. So my j becomes 8. Now, if the second that's all I do. Like, I go till 8 and I keep updating it. Fortunately enough, we don't have anything better than 8 here. For b, I check what is the last of b, 5. What is the last of c, 7. Everything is less than 8, so I maintain till 8. Okay. Now when I reach 8, basically what it means is, जब मैं 8 पे आया, 8 इंडेक्स i इक्वल्स 8 पर आया, इसका मतलब क्या है कि एक भी a b या c आगे फ्यूचर में नहीं मिलेगा, तो आई कैन स्प्लिट हियर. This is my first string, right? Similarly, when I will start for the second string, DEF, sorry, it's DEF, GH, this is going to be the second string, right? D, E, F, E, G. Why? Because D, last occurrence is till this point, this D. Then E, acha, now last is greater than current last, so I have to go till this last. Then F. Is there any F after this? No. E, okay, last. G, no G again. D, okay, no D. This is the last of D. E, okay. Now I equals to J. I have to break here. This is the new string. So this is how we are going. Is this clear, Super? Is this clear to you and everyone who is there on the call, like, or on the live session? Is it clear to everyone? Okay, Sharma shared. He got the gold badge in C++ hacker rank. Congratulations, man! And do share it on the Discord channel. Do share it on your LinkedIn. Celebrate your successes. Doesn't matter how big or small they are. Just celebrate your success because that is going to give you a lot of motivation. Okay. Now moving on to the next question that we have is, so the second question that we have is basically sort colors. Okay, this is the question that kind of have been done in the past. Easier version of this has been done in the past in the optimal way. How many of you were able to solve this question? A quick yes, no, and the time complexity, guys. How many of you were able to solve it? Similar to, yeah, sort or push zero at the last. If you remember, we had a question push zero at the last, and it is very similar to that. It's a complicated version, a bitter, like a little complicated version, but yeah. Okay, Sandeep has done it. Isha Singhal has done it. Sanjeev, Pratik, Fazad, Dev, Akash. That's good. Like, it's good that you guys are able to do it. So it's good. So now let's talk about the brute force. Brute force क्या होगा इसका? Just simply sort the array, right? Just simply sort the array and that's it. What will be the time complexity of the solution? I hope this is clear. Like, the time complexity of this solution is going to be n log n because the best sorting algorithm can be we can do is like merge sort or heap sort or some sort, and that is n log n. Now let's see. This is basically called Dutch flag algorithm. I don't know if it is also called Floyd algo Pratik, but this is definitely called as Dutch flag. So one observation is we only have three elements, 0, 1 and 2. So इसका मतलब क्या है? Can we say that 0 will be always at the start of the array, 2 will be at the last of the array, and जो भी बच गया उसको 1 से cover कर देंगे. So I'll cover this in English as well for non-Hindi speakers. So 0 will be at the start of the array, 2 will be at the last of the array, and everything that is left in the middle will be covered by 1, right? This is one thing. If you see, if you have to sort three elements, like smallest at the beginning, at the last it will be, uh, I'm not inverted. Yeah, I think I'm inverted. So 0 at the start, 2 at the last of the index array, and everything in the middle will be covered by the middle element. So this is first observation. Now, how do we keep this? All we do is like we need to keep three pointers. One pointer to fill 0, one pointer to fill 2, or in fact, one pointer to fill 0, one pointer to fill 2, and then everything in middle will be like done by one pointer. So left is called low L. Everything for 2 we will use H in the code that will show in the next slide. And for M mid, I'll keep 0 M. Now all we need to do is all we need to do is so basically what we do is we iterate through m, and these are the three possibilities. An element can be 0, 1, or 2. These are the only three possibilities, right? If it is 0, what we need to do is like we need to fill it on the lth index, right? We need to push it on the L index. If it is 1, it means I am iterating via m. So basically, it is at the right position right now. If it is m, or if it is 2, I need to push it at the last, which is basically taken care by h index. I need to push it to the h index and decrement h. That's all I need to do. Is this clear, guys? Is the observation clear before we go to the coding part? Is there any doubt in this? Because this is simplistic algorithm, but it is used in a lot of places. So you'll definitely need to clear this. Great. So let's see the code for it. And so basically, like I said, L for 0, M for 1, and H for 2. So we iterate on M. If it is 1, we are going via M. So M already basically means we are at the right position. So we go to M. We don't do anything. We just iterate in the next. We just continue. If it is 0, we need to swap it with 1, right? Now, if since we have swapped, we have to move it. If it is 0, we need to swap it with 1. Now 0 is at right position. The next element will be the 0th position, and I need to go to the next pointer as well. Now if it is 2, what we do is like current position and 2, we just swap each other, and we only decrement h, because we have not sorted on the right side of the array, right? Right side of the array is still unsorted, while the left was already sorted. That is why we incremented m and l both in case of 0, right? So we sort when it comes to 2, we only decrement h, because this could have also been 1 or 0 or 1. So that is why we need to go back to this pointer again. So this is it. Akash, is it clear to you now after after explaining it via code? Yes, that's what I'm saying, Sandeep. So Sandeep has also said the same thing, or I asked the same thing, because we don't know what will come from 2 to index, since that part is not sorted yet. So we have to go back on that iteration again. But everything that comes from the left is already less than or equal to 1. So yeah. Any doubt, guys? What will be the time complexity of the solution? Looking at the code, you should be able to tell the time complexity. Great. I think a lot of you have answered it correctly. So today was a lighter day. I hope it was lighter day for you as well in terms of 75 days challenge. And before we like this is the end of the question and the slides that we I had. Before I basically start the Q&A, I have a question for you all. Is like how is everything going? How are you liking this 75 days challenge? Is it helping you in two factors? One, is it helping you in consistency building? And two, is it helping you in learning coding and all? Since we have already covered arrays, basics of arrays, some questions were from advanced topics as well. But do you think you're getting better at coding, and is it helping you be solve question every single day? So consistency is also definitely important. So two parts. Nice. Okay. So now let's take the questions. So Sanjeev has one question already. Does recursion space add up to overall space complexity? If not, then can we say quicksort takes one space? By the way, it is said that quicksort takes one space. I've never heard anyone saying quicksort take extra space. So the recursion thing, it is sometimes it is it is biased as per the person's view, but generally we don't consider stack sorry recursion stack as extra space, but some people do that, and it depends. Like if you see in the real world, I'll try to basically answer it from the engineering perspective, so that it makes more sense in realistic experience. So one thing, so when you are doing actual coding, so if you are using recursion, it will take up memory in the server. Let's talk about the server or client, doesn't matter. So if it is server side, and if the stack is very big, it is going to bloat up the memory, right? Then this is why it is a problem to a lot of people. But if the data set is small, if it is doable, then you won't even feel about, or you won't even get to know about it in most of the cases. So that is why it is subjective. It depends on what kind of data set are you using, what kind of scale you are working on. But in most of the cases, it should not have a very big impact on your interview perspective, definitely. Ashish is saying it's hard to maintain balance between internship and coding. uh, Again, it's all about priorities. So try to give more time to it, or try to basically manage your time better. Don't, or try to understand where you are leaking. Like memory leaks, there are time leaks. So where you are leaking those times, or where you are missing some small spots which actually add up to a large amount of time during the day. So do go check that out, like analyze your day end to end in 15 or 30 minutes or 45 or 60 minutes of slots, one of these four. The smaller you go, the harder it becomes to track, but try to do that. And you will analyze, okay हाँ यार, इस टाइम पे मैं बहुत टाइम वेस्ट करता हूँ, और these are the time generally I am very productive. So try to do that and you'll be in much better space. How can we get time and space complexity? I am first time in live session. Okay, so if you go to this 75 days challenge sheet, the pre-reads of that 75 days challenges, you should know how to calculate time and space complexity. It's okay if you don't know as of now. What you can do is, like, there are resources available on the in the sheet. Just open that, read that up. If you're still not able to do that, we can discuss that in a Discord channel. Hit us up. I think someone, like, there are a lot of people who have really good experience in or who are getting very good at calculating time complexity, so they will help you out. Try to do that. So yeah. Stack needs to be avoided. Okay, let's see if there is any other question. So Nikesh is saying, I joined the challenge today. I could not even solve the easy questions. What should I do? Continue the challenge or start reading DSA again? Okay, so Nikesh, so basically this challenge is mostly defined in a way, in an incremental order. So you should be able to, so if you're not able to do day one questions, that is basically what you can do is, you should focus on the theoretical part, because uh, most of these questions have some theory behind it. So for example, the first question was two sum, and I think similar questions, right? So they have basic understanding requirements. So if you are able to cover those questions or those theoretical parts, you will be in a much better stage. So what I will suggest is focus on the very basics of array, and as you progress in this challenge, uh, y- you will get to know all the basics from two pointers onwards, because today we started two pointers, and tomorrow today onwards, two pointer, and then next is bind research, and then stack queues. All those things will come into picture by itself. But for all the past questions, you'll have to basically cover it yourself, or you can also watch the videos that we have. We are doing it live on YouTube, so it gets recorded, it gets uploaded on YouTube, so you can do that easily. Fizzer, it is not compulsory to do it in that order. It's up to you. So if you can solve questions of day 10 before day 1, it's up to you. But a lot of time, like lot of times, what will happen is the questions are built up on each other. So two sum, then three sum, then three sum, four sum, then three sum approx or nearest or something like that. Then there are similar questions, right? So I have built this in a way that two sum or the questions in future days may be dependent on the past days questions. So this is how you do it. Yeah, okay. So one thing is solve current day question every single day, because otherwise you will keep increasing the backlog. Solve the current day question, especially today onwards, because this is a new topic, so it is going to be very helpful. So solve today's question, start solving today's question, and then in the parallel, in you since you have to cover up, you have to cover up for the past days as well. So yeah. Okay, Akash is asking any idea about in which we can make project using DSA. Okay, so to be honest, there are couple of things that always is always intriguing. So one thing that you can do is you can make your in-house database. Why not do that? Like in databases uses B trees and all. So read about it, search about it. How can you build your indexes? How can you do these things? And probably use some really good advanced data structures. Or secondly, you can build a caching framework. So caching has LRU, LFU, most frequently used, and FCFS, all these things that will cover all the type of data structures. FCFS queues, LRU hash map plus linked list in queues format, and LFU multiple linked hash map, multiple data structures can be used. So you can definitely make data structure projects, and you should like just push it in GitHub, ask people to use it if possible. So yes, you can actually predict do it in project. So no, 99.99% of the time, nobody is going to say don't do it in C, do it in X, Y, Z language. It's always going to be a choice of candidate. So it should be your choice, not in most of the cases. I'm not going in 100% of the cases, but most of the times it should be your choice. Okay. Okay. Akash also gave the same suggestion. Like you can make cache. LRU will use linked list and doubly linked list plus hash map. So and there are other type of caches as well. Oh, there one more project that you can do is like some OS related stuff. Like if I don't remember, I did this in college only. Some fork related stuff. You can do fork voila project. I don't remember it. Maybe if you need, you can ping me and we can connect. Okay, so Manisha has a doubt. Like after doing so many questions, then to clearing OA is difficult. To be honest, online assessment, I still fear from online assessments, but I am in a stage that I can say to a company and say no to a company when they conduct an online assessment. But yes, online assessment, I still fear from them, to be honest. And it is luck based as well. A lot of time you get really hard questions, and a lot of time you get super easy questions, so it is luck based. Plus it's always so one thing is you will always be in a better situation when you are prepared than not prepared. So beat this challenge or beat any questions, when you are doing it, you will be in a much better stage much better state, much better, uh, you have much better chances of clearing away than not doing things. So you have to increase your chances. That's all I'll say. Okay, so Aditya, I think this is a very relevant question, and this is something that a lot of you might be facing. So you have been following question or this challenge from day one, and you still face problem solving. First and foremost, it's day 12. This is not day 200 or 200. Things don't happen in a week or 2 weeks. This is why we have 11 weeks of challenge. This is not 30 days challenge. Or it was very very hard for me to consolidate DSA in 75 days. And you can see the I also made few mistakes doing that, right? It is very hard to consolidate any data structure course within 75 days. This is one. We are still at a very early stage. Two, if you still feel the problem, first of all, what you need to do is like you need to cover up the basics. So try to cover up the basics beforehand, or maybe during the day, and only focus on the basics and then jump to the solution. Now what will happen is, at least by the end of 75 days, you will be in a much better stage in form of one, consistency. You will have a habit of solving question. Two, you will have your basics clear. Now when you start coding again, when you start preparing again after this, or maybe like after a month or so, not, you don't even have to worry till the end of the 75 days. After a month or so, you will realize that, okay, now I am in a much better stage in terms of theoretical part. So give it a time, give it like some time, give it enough time to reach at a better stage, and that's when these should start getting better for you. That's all I'll say. Like, it, for me, it took 6 to 8 months of very consistent effort every single day to get in a decent stage. And I cannot say even till day that I will be able to solve each and every question if I have in my first attempt. So it happens. Like, this is an ongoing process. You grow every single day. You don't get to a perfection any time. So it's an ongoing process. Okay, so this is something that you should. First of all, kudos, Sanjeev. A shout out to you. Now, this is something that everyone, whoever is watching this video, should follow. Write or build a habit of writing production-ready code. I cannot stress it enough, because in the interview, you will, if getting rejected just because of your code quality, will be very hurtful. So start writing production ready code, start writing good quality, modular, good variable naming code, so that you don't have to do that, or it's not new for you on the interview day. So yeah, that's what, and kudos to you, Sanjeev. Yes, online assessments are definitely much more difficult. So Sunny, we started two pointers today, and if you want to look at like how things are going to be in future, or what will be the uh, topic covered, you can take a look at the 75 days challenge sheet. It is attached in the description as well. It's okay, Harsh. It's you're so this is what I say to everyone, no matter what. You're never too late. It's always like, it's, वो बोलते हैं ना, जब जागो तभी सवेरा. Otherwise, अगर, let's think, like, what is the other option that you have? You think that you are too late and you skip this, or you just think of कि नहीं करते हैं, देखेंगे बाद में, or else you will do something else. Is that going to have a better impact or a bad impact? Just think about yourself. अगर ये सोचोगे कि अभी तो बहुत ज़्यादा लेट हो गया, छोड़ो अब क्या ही करूँगा, in that case you are just wasting more time. So it's never too late. If you start today, you're never too late. Kal, you will be late. Today, you're not going to be late. I did basic sheet problems of greedy and sliding window, but still many sliding window or binary search problems are tough. So, Sumita, definitely these topics are tough, and the only way to be better at it is like by practicing. So keep practicing, and definitely you will be in a much better stage. So practice, and second point is like whenever you do it, try to do solve more question on similar topic or similar logic on one go, because on that day you will be able to solve it, and that will cover a lot, like that will build up your basics of that topic very well. So next time when you take a crack at it, it will be much easier for you. Okay, a very nice question by Sandeep again. So, okay, so now you solved the question and all the test cases passed. What do you do? It's not just about this, and there is one more thing that you should do. First of all, if it is more than 200, 500 milliseconds, then it means they had a very loose time complexity restrictions. You can improve your time complexity. First of all, this is one. Then two, obviously you can optimize your solution. Optimization will help you know, okay, this is how I can optimize my code in general. Three, read from read at least two to three or five uh, solutions from the discuss section. Always go through the discuss section, see how other are doing it. There's a very famous like there are two three very famous people, Lee 21 or someone Lee, right? Let me see. He has so many answers, and he's generally the most voted one in most of the cases as well. His question or his code makes me feel like, what the hell am I doing? Like, even after 7 years or eight, actually 10 years of being in this industry, I still cannot write the question at his level. So you learn from that. So look at the editorial section, look at the basically look at how others are solving it, so you get better at yourself. I think this is something that we covered, or Prabhat covered very nicely in our live session. You can actually check that out. There are a lot of things overlapping from that session, so check that out. It will help you basically in understanding all these things. So what I will do is I'll share that in the Discord channel after this live session, and you can check that out. Believe me, it is going to be a very good session. It is going to be very helpful for you. So yeah, that's all for this. Okay, any other question, guys? Lee 215, thank you, Manisha. The guy is Lee 215. He's literally like at a different level. And one more thing is, guys, I if you have experience, if you're an experienced worker, and a lot of people are asking me about high level design, you should check out the latest video that I published today. And I've covered like what high level design is, what are the expectations from an interview, how do you track or tackle a question in an interview, and then how do you prepare about it. I've covered end to end, like whatever I could in the 20 minutes. So go check that out. It's going to be, I in my opinion, it's a very good session, or it's a very good video. So you can check that out, and you'll get to learn about high level design in a nutshell very easily, just in 20 minutes. So you can check that out. Yeah, I think. Okay, Harsh has one question. I think I'll take this as the last one and then stop the sessions here. So, shall I start from day one or day 13? In my opinion, you can start from day 13 and in parallel, go from 1 to 12. Cover every single day. Start from 12 actually. Today's day 12. Start from 12, finish 12 and 13 12 today, 13 tomorrow, and also do 1 to 11, so that you build your array skills as well. So yeah. Okay, guys. Again, thank you so much for tuning in, and don't forget to click on the subscribe button, because a lot of you are still not subscribing to the channel. So please subscribe to the channel, and share it with your friends and connections, so that they also get to know about the 75 days challenge and all the things we are doing on this channel. Again, thank you so much. See you in the next video. Bye bye.